For most people, when you buy a house, it's going to be your biggest investment. So, how do you ensure that you are spending your hard earned cash on a proper house, on a house that is not going to lose value, or on a house that you are going to be spending money all the time and fixing big ticket items? In this video, we're going to discuss the top items that you need to pay attention to when you are buying your house, and we're going to teach you how can you make sure that your realtor is providing good information that is going to inform your decision process. Thank you very much for tuning in into our weekly video. My name is Miguel, and this is your channel, Living in Arlington Today, where we help you navigate the complex world of buying, selling, and investing in real estate in the area of Northern Virginia, specifically here in Arlington. So first, you have to answer these questions with an absolute yes. Do you have a budget? Second, and very importantly, did you get a pre-approval from a reputable mortgage lender in the area, somebody that is well known? Third, did you talk to me? Did you book an appointment with a realtor so that you can understand what is the process, what it looks like, and did you click with that realtor? And do you have a good idea of what are the things that you're going to be looking for when you're buying a house in terms of location, size of the house, number of bedrooms, number of bathrooms? And if your answer was no to any of the questions, I'm going to put on the description of the video a link to a playlist of videos that will guide you on how to buy a house. So there are many items that will affect the price of the house. However, the big three items that will affect the pricing of a house is location, property size and condition, and market condition. I'm going to address all three. Location, location, location. I'm pretty sure you have heard this before. So you can change a kitchen, you can remodel a bathroom, but one thing you cannot change is the location. So when you are in the car and you're arriving at that house that you want to go and see, pay attention to the neighborhood. Are the houses in good condition? Are their backyards well manicured? What kind of cars are parked in their driveways? Those are things that will give you a good indication of what the condition of the neighborhood is. Another really good thing, an important thing that you should do, or at least your agent should do, is talk to the neighbors. And the neighbors will give you a ton of information, and they will give you the spiel of what's happening in the neighborhood. What are the new projects that are coming? What are the things that are happening? Are neighbors living in the neighborhood, or are they coming? Is the school declining in quality? The school quality is really, really important, and I really cannot talk to you very much about the conditions of the school or the school quality, but I can point you in the right direction. There are many websites that you can use that will give you a good idea of the quality of the school. So one thing that does happen after you have seen a few houses is that you are going to take into account your budget and your purchasing power, and you're going to adjust usually either the neighborhood or the type of house that you're looking for. If you're curious about how to buy a house and what are the steps, reach out to us. I'll be more than happy to send you a buyer's guide that will help you navigate the process, and it's not going to cost you anything. I put all my contact information down in the description below. In terms of the condition of the house, you need to pay attention to the big ticket items. So when you're going through the house for the first time, have these questions ready for your realtor. And very important, none of these answers will substitute a proper home inspection done by a professional, but it will impact the CMA or the pricing analysis that your realtor is going to put together when you're making an offer. Things like, for example, the roof. Is it in good condition? How many years left does it have? A really experienced realtor is going to look at the roof, and it will give you a good general idea. Is that something on the roof that you need to replace right away? Or is something that you have a few years in the roof. And of course, after you do the proper home inspection, you will find out what is the condition of the roof. Another big ticket item when you are going through the house is foundation. You're gonna see cracks on the inside or outside of the house, and you need to pay attention to those cracks in the foundation. The other thing that gives away sometimes problems with the foundation is when you're walking through the floor and the floor is very uneven, or when you find several doors that are really hard to open and close. And inside of foundation, there's problems sometimes with water coming in the house. Now, if the house has a basement, basements are normally wet areas. It's almost impossible to have a super dry basement, but it can be done. Now, the things that you need to pay attention when you're looking at water damage is there mold in the house? Are there indications of water intrusion in the basement? The other thing, when you're looking at the outside of the house, is the slope of the ground going away from the house, or is it going into the house? Sometimes those are really easy things to fix. Is the drainage of the water spout directly going into the foundation, into the basement, or is it going away from the house, or is it far from the house? The other very important thing is when you have trees around the house that are touching the house, those are really bad things because it's a cool invitation for insects to start their nests and stuff like that. They can transfer from the tree directly into the house, but if they're properly trimmed and they're properly taken care of, that shouldn't be an issue. One thing that is very expensive to replace or to repair is the HVAC system. So have the previous owner of the house done the proper maintenance? Did they have a contract with a maintenance company that came and did the cleaning of the HVAC and the proper maintenance of the HVAC whenever you have a change of season? What is the condition of the filter? Is it something that seems to be new and replaced recently, or is it completely clogged that has never been changed in the last 3 or 4 months? Another item that is fairly easy to explore when you're visiting the house for the first time is plumbing and somewhat electrical. But plumbing, for example, is the pressure of the water good? Is the drainage of the sinks and the tubs fast enough, or is it retaining water? Those are things to pay attention to when you're visiting the house for the first time before you put an offer on the house. There's a very common tool that I carry in my pocket all the time, which is a tester for the electric receptacles. You can plug it in and it will tell you that the polarity is proper or not. Those are simple things to replace or to repair or to consider when you are putting together an offer. Then you have the windows. Pay attention to the windows. Are the windows broken, or are the seals broken? Whenever you see that haze or that humidity in between the two panes of the window, that is usually an indication that the window needs to be replaced. And windows can be an expensive item if you need to replace several of them at one time. The other really good thing that you need to pay attention to is this house that you're looking at a flip. If it is a flip, was it done with high quality materials? What is the craftsmanship? Are the tiles properly installed? Is the trim leveled and nicely done? And one extremely important thing when you have a flip, was it done with proper permits from the county? Remember something, if an addition to the house was done without permits and you buy the house, you will be responsible for pulling permits whenever the time comes. And the other thing too, down the road when you decide to sell the house, a savvy buyer that I'm representing is going to ask for those permits, and that is going to impact directly your investment. One thing to consider is there potential to improve the house. Maybe you have 3 bedrooms on the top floor and 1 full bathroom, and then on the main level there's just kitchen, living room, dining room, and no bathrooms, and you have a basement that isn't finished. So if your house is 3 bedrooms plus 1 bathroom, maybe there's potential for finishing the basement so you have more space.
and then you can increase the value of the house by adding that additional bathroom. But again, that will depend all in, do you have the budget? Do you have the time? A lot of my clients don't want to do that. They want a house that is completely finished. So that's okay. So don't despair. Many houses have systems that are in good working orders, but they're kind of old. So the possibility of those systems failing when you are the owner of the house can be somewhat how. So instead of having to replace the system and spend $10,000 on an HVAC system, you can always buy a home warranty. A home warranty will protect you in case that HVAC system fails. They will come and they will repair it, and they will charge a minimal fee for the initial visit. And if it breaks down again, they might have to replace it. Of course, it all depends on what home warranty you're using. One additional thing to pay attention to is market condition. Market condition can impact the pricing of your house. If you are on the fence right now and you would like to buy a house, but you're waiting for the interest rates to come down, I don't think that's the best strategy, because like you, a lot of people are waiting for that to happen. So when the interest rates come down, the floodgates are gonna be open and a lot of buyers are gonna come and try to buy. And at that point, you're gonna be competing based on price. So prices are gonna be driven up by a lot of potential buyers putting offers on that same house. Now, if you buy right now, yes, of course, you're gonna have maybe a little bit higher interest rate, but you bought at the right price. And down the road, when the interest rates come down, you can always refinance. So give me a call. I would love to chat with you, and we can establish a plan for you to buy a house down the road.
We post videos like this every week, so if you found this video helpful, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, and hit the notification bell so that you're informed the next time that we post a video about real estate here in Arlington, Virginia. My name is Miguel, and this is your channel, Living in Arlington Today. Thank you very much for tuning in, and we'll see you next week.